Whittward Carver and the Soufflé of Sorrow. Whittward Carver, that's me. I'm a connoisseur of life's little absurdities. Now picture this. My mate Claude, a Michelin-starred chef with a temperament hotter than his flambe, decides he's going to create a masterpiece out of practically nothing. It's like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat, only the hat's on fire. And the rabbit's been told it's got a terminal carrot shortage. Claude's in his kitchen, a man possessed. He's got a handful of ingredients that look like they've been pilfered from a student's cupboard. A couple of eggs, some milk that's seen better days, and a lump of cheese that's more mould than dairy. Claude, I say, you're not going to make a soufflé out of that lot, are you? He looks at me, eyes wild, spatula at the ready. Whit, he says, you can make a masterpiece out of anything if you've got enough passion and a bloody good whisk. He cracks the eggs, like they've personally offended him. Look at that, Whit, he says. The yolk's as orange as Donald Trump's tan. It's a sign of quality, that is. I raise an eyebrow. Or a sign of too much beta-carotene, Claude. He waves me off. Bollocks. You've got no romance in your soul. He starts whisking the eggs, his arm a blur of motion. You see, Whit, he says, life's a lot like a soufflé. It's all about the rise and fall, the ups and downs. I snort. Claude, the only thing falling around here is my faith in your culinary sanity. He laughs, a deep booming sound that rattles the pans. You've got to have faith, Whit. Faith and a good oven. He adds the milk, which looks like it's been on us a 3-day bender, and the cheese, which is more penicillin than parmesan. Claude, I say, that cheese is a health hazard. It's like a petri dish in a dairy dress. He grins. But Whit, the best things in life are a little bit dangerous. A little bit bacterial. He pops the soufflé into the oven, and we wait, and wait, and wait some more. Claude, I say, this is taking longer than a politician's promise. Are you sure it's going to rise? He looks at me, his eyes dark. It'll rise, Whit. It'll rise like Lazarus from the dead, or like my blood pressure when I read a bad review. Finally, the soufflé emerges from the oven. It's a sight to behold, all puffed up and golden, like a miniature sun in a ramekin. Claude beams at it like a proud father. There you have it, Whit. A masterpiece from minimal ingredients and maximum passion. I nod, impressed. Claude, that's not just a soufflé. That's a bloody culinary resurrection. But then tragedy strikes. The soufflé starts to deflate like a politician's promises after an election. Claude watches, horror-struck, as his masterpiece collapses in on itself. No, he whispers. No, no, no. I pat him on the back. It's all right, Claude. It's just a soufflé. It's not like it's the end of the world. He turns to me, his eyes filled with a profound sadness. But it is, Whit. It's the end of my soufflé world. And if my soufflé world crumbles, what hope is there for the rest of us, okay? I laugh, but there's a bitter taste in my mouth. Because Claude's right. Life's a lot like a soufflé. 1 minute you're rising to the occasion, the next you're a deflated mess on a plate. And that, my friends, is the soufflé of sorrow, a tale of passion, perseverance, and the inevitable collapse of all our hopes and dreams. But hey, at least it tasted good while it lasted. And isn't that what life's all about? The rise and fall, the ups and downs, the soufflés and the sorrows. So here's to the soufflés that soar and the ones that sink. May we all find a little bit of passion in our whisk and a lot of laughter in our lives. Because if we can't laugh at the absurdity of it all, what's the bloody point?